Good morning, y'all. This is Damien with HK Readings, Healing Culture Tarot. Excuse me, allergies. Crazy right now. I'm here to do the reading for Taurus for the beginning of February. So this will cover February 1st through the 15th of 2019. It'll be a general love reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus aligned Taurians. Yeah, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Looks like I'm reading for Jupiter too. That message just came to me, so also if you have Taurus and Jupiter, you may get something from this message. I'm going to be reading with my Gypsy Oracle deck and my Goddess Guidance deck. These two lovely decks here. And we're going to see what energy we can pull. It'll be a mix of past, present, and future, I'm sure. Although we are seeing how you are coming into February. I do want to say, cross watchers, you are welcome. As I'm feeling some heavy energy from another. So that's either what I'm just feeling like from what my Tauruses are emitting as far as how they feel, or there just may be a lot of cross watching energy for this video. I want to go ahead and get into it. Do some shuffling. I've been shuffling for a while. However, I feel that there's much importance. There's a card that there was a card that was turned over. I guess I didn't notice as I was shuffling. The Despair card. So I'm just gonna lay that there. And I think I know what we're getting here. And though I read a variety of ways, what I am doing now is really reading the cards upright. Not only for the Goddess Guidance, but for the Gypsy Oracle deck, having the cards upright. And if I feel any reversal energy, any of those connotations, they will be noted. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have Scholar. So again, Despair, Prison, an Old Woman. Bottom of the deck is Scholar. Off the bat, what I'm getting here is the energy that you have just come out of, many of you Taurians, has been an energy of immense strife. You felt that you were put through immense tribulation, and you also felt very trapped. So there's this energy of someone who really, to make a long story short and come back to it, it's almost like you've purposely put yourself in situations and mentalities, both, to gain some sort of wisdom. And it's as if you were being divinely led, in a sense. I don't feel that the many of you that I am reading is for purposely put yourself through pain, misery, heartbreak, and self-deprivation as it would be for sport. It was more so you finding yourself in these places, having to be in these places, but it was because you had no choice. I'm seeing the energy of course, not knowing what you're getting into. So for any of you that may feel that that's what I'm insinuating, no. Like, we don't get these internal conflicts cards from knowing things start out very beautifully. Like, there are always things that lie under the surface, that lie dormant, that become surfaced in unfortunate situations. But it's like this leads to that pot boiling over and those things surfacing, okay? I see that there were a lot of triggers. It's almost like, you know, you had to learn lessons in close cycles about certain triggers. Certain people you let into your life on a friend level and on a romantic level. You know, I guess that's what I'm getting. I'm getting at, there was a certain point in this where you already realized what the lessons were and you were cool with it. That's what it is. Because you had to totally go through these things to get to where you are now. Very wise, very enlightened. Watching where you allocate your energy. Because this wise woman is looking away. This is still at her back, so it's still very much, you know, something that's a part of her story. As you approach her face and talk to her and try to learn about her story, this is what's behind her, okay? But she's learned from it and is no longer looking that direction. Therefore, she may engage you in a conversation about what she's been through or not, may lay some game on you, may not. But you're in position because you finally turned away. Like, it's like you finally got something. You finally had this aha moment. And some of you may be not too sure, like, why it feels as okay as it does for you. But don't undermine or underplay exactly what you've gone through. I'm glad you've learned. I'm glad you're at a point in your life of application as well. But, yeah, a lot of y'all are like, okay, I see what this is all about. And I'm noticing that I'm starting to feel better. And this is what I want to focus on. Now, when I'm looking at this old woman in the direction that she's facing, and also, I'm not going to say looked away from the Scholar card, you know what I'm saying? Not that energy, but the energy of the prison and the despair card. Oh, because what I was leading to was something of this nature. So right underneath the Scholar card was haughtiness. That's that ego card, and that card gives me the sense, for some of you who may have been dealing with a Scorpio, a Leo, or any sign, a Libra, I'm reading for some of you, but more so Leo, Scorpio. That's you also turning your back from, that shit that does not serve you. So we got a lot of cards here. And I think, alright, I'm going to follow what Spirit is telling me. So we got 5 here. Let's just do it like this. Got 5 there. Okay. Overall. And on that. Okay. Okay, so the first thing that, so when I pulled out, when these cards fell, there were 2 stories that I got, Taurus. The second story led me to pull these because I felt like there was a comparative, like if you do this, if you do that. Now granted, there are many things you can do, but these, for some of you out there, these may be the options that you're juggling in your mind, or this is just where some of you are in the road. And I want to tell you, and we'll pull some more once we get through these 2 stories. So, I can tell that many of you who have just got out of a relationship that was very toxic, and a part of cycles that were ended, and a part of you growing and healing, you know, you broke it off with this person, you decided to take your autonomy back, you, along with your autonomy, you have regained a sense of balance and a higher level of self-esteem. I was going to say higher, but higher because, you know, within modesty, I know that when you're still working, you give yourself a pat on the back, but you keep working, you don't jump the gun with that. And as a Taurus myself, I guess I'm just vibing with that energy. So it's a higher vibration that we're on, and I'll say that. But see, there's someone coming after you. And when I say there's someone coming after you, like, I don't feel like this is... Oh. Okay. Okay. So these are the 2 scenarios that I'm getting. Or just maybe this is for 2 different sets of Tauruses. But this is all coming, still downloading in parts. Okay, so I'm thinking that this is just for 2 major different sets of Tauruses here. Ooh, this is juice. Okay, so for some of you, you see how the faux card is coming, you know, facing towards the old woman, like coming towards, like, I'm getting this physically, like, literally like her walking into the house to, like, get some type of guidance, some type of counsel. It's like you're trying to reach inside of yourself and say, okay, so this is what I know, this is what I've learned, like, what's going on. And the reason I say what's going on is because you have this Lord card who, in this situation, signifies like you feeling like somebody has control over your life, you know, feeling like you're still bound and connected to this person, like you're this sad horse in this card here, you know. I feel like somebody sees you trying to move on, you know, as you're trying to come in here, remain in your power, where you're comfortable, where you're stable, where you're grounded, where you've walked away from this shit that this person has brought to you in the past, right? But as it comes to the future, I feel like as it comes into February, what we have here is this thing to where this person sees that and they're like, oh, okay, well, you know, I'm coming for you. I want you back where I had you. in this position of emotional, or what other way, submission. Because I feel like this is a person who has not moved on and don't want you to move on, for you to move on either. We have this sweetheart card, so they're coming with a message of love. Like this is symbolic of what they're fantasizing in their mind. Look at what's behind him. Imagining you reading a note of him professing his love as a man that has changed. Okay? A man that has come differently and has come correct. Where in another energy, this person may have taken the energy of the thief card, where he's climbing through your window, just looking all wrinkled and old and mischievous and sketchy, coming into a closed safe, coming into this room where the safe is open, but in that card the safe is closed, but there's a rose on the table instead of this money. Whereas this has its own importance. That rose was your heart. That rose was symbolic of your love. But now he's trying to come in, not like this lover card, which we'll get to, but trying to come in like almost with this pompous, controlling arrogance is what I'm sensing, and thinking that you're just gonna swoon and fall for it. When we get down to here, cheerfulness, wife, and frivolity, it's having me let you know what will be coming will be something that will be what it has been before, what it always has been, and that's something that's compromised, okay? Something that is very compromised. This cheerfulness card, I am denoting third party energy. I am denoting, and this physically being a person, this is letting me know that this has been the case for many of you in the past. This is what you've been going through. And I know that it has, because I've been doing these readings, and I know how they've been following up. So this is literally saying that though things may seem different, and though this person may be coming suited differently and presenting himself differently, don't forget that this is where you came from and how you were feeling before, and someone is literally trying to drag you back to that place. Look at the direction that they're going. They're trying to drag you back to that place, and I don't think that's the place that you want to be. So, with this cheerfulness in this wife card, like this is telling me that you were going to be left in a relationship that, was fleeting, that was fickle, and that may have had its bright spots and its potential to be fun, like maybe fun in the realm of thought, like an idea, it was fun. In theory, it was fun. If this is something that you do, because some of you may, okay? So, okay, I got it. So right here I'm reading for Taurus is going through this that will branch out into something that I'll get into, and then this is for another set. So for those of you that do, just realize that this is a situation that you'll be brought into. It'd be under the guise of fun. There'll be some fun times. And unbeknownst to you, behind your back, unbeknownst to you, and what will become known to you is that it's a new packaging, new wrapping, but inside of that box, same old trick, same old gift that you did not like or appreciate or value in the first place, okay? But I feel like others of you will bypass that. Now, those of you who just straight on bypass that, and then those of you who go through this, y'all will still have this same opportunity here. It'll just take longer. But where you will meet someone with the pleasure seekers and the lovers card, I see you meeting someone who, like, there's camaraderie within the pleasure seekers card. And no, the friend card didn't come out. It wasn't, the fact that that card didn't come out, it's kind of relating to me that the energy that comes about will be kind of fun, kind of carefree. No, very fun, very carefree. And there will be a deep level of, I enjoy time with you. I enjoy talking to you. I enjoy going out with you. There's a high thrill in all of those things that I think, or I firmly believe that through the love that will manifest here, eventually, it will bring that level of friendship. Like this card will up to where there's 3 guys out here enjoying the camaraderie. That will be the friendship card, where it's just that one person offering you that bouquet of flowers as this deepens, because right now they're trying to get you, or it's something that's working. Okay, he's actively playing his guitar for you to come down, but see, look at the distance. Okay, look at the difference between the sweetheart and the lover. Like I said, there's some shit that some of you have to get through. Some of you may go ahead and straight bypass this, and some of you may straight bypass this and kind of move towards something that's really sexy, really powerful, really fun, really alluring, flirtatious, and drawing. Like, look at this is divine connection. I don't want to label it twin flame, soulmate, anything like that, but a true connection that's meant to, I think, bring longevity, and we're gonna, get a little bit more on that. But look, coming for your lover, masculine and feminine energy, no matter what the gender is, they're even coordinated by color. Okay? Do they know one another? Not quite yet. Not getting it. But there's so much about them that's already in tune. So, see a true connection coming from that. Again, like I said, if you don't bypass it and you decide to go backwards for whatever reason, there's still potential for you to have that same opportunity just much later. And then I see that there would also be much more in between that also. Like, in between the lines that will likely have you miserable. And for here, I see some of you are taking this time to really build your home and really build your sacred space. The internal home, the external home, like from like the inside of you to your bedroom to the rest of your home. Like, you want to build layers of space, and you're divinely guided to do so. You're divinely guided to center and ground and regain like what makes you you. But there's also a warning here, because some of you may be working a lot. Like, I think there's a desire to build and build and build, and that's how you're taking this energy and transforming, what you've gone through as of late. Oh, I'm getting exhausted, Tauruses, and that's wonderful. Not the exhaustion, but what I was just saying. And that's wonderful. Y'all know why I'm getting exhausted reading for all these varieties of bowls here with heavy energy. Yeah, because see, like, y'all are working a lot. Like, y'all are being motivated by money. Like, money, honey. Like, this is what's going on right now. Like, this is what you're focused. Like, you are fixed on it, okay? For one, here's our card. Constancy. It's determination. It's achieving what you want. It's being firm. It's being grounded. And it's been stubborn in all the right ways. And look what it's attached to. So we see what, you're after. Because they say money doesn't buy happiness, but I feel like a Taurus will wordplay and say, but it brings it. I see like dual meaning in this soldier card. A lot of y'all are just ready. A lot of y'all are ready to take on anything and everything, okay? But I'm feeling like there may be a need. Okay, so there may be a need to, apologize. I don't know what that annoying sound was. Some of you may end up being too guarded, though. I feel like some of you may end up being too closed off because of where you're choosing to shift your energy. You know, I got some Tauruses up here that are gonna honestly go back into some more bullshit and then, you know, eventually come right out of that into the start of some, what we'll see is to be stable love, but what I believe will come to that. And then, you know, I got Tauruses who are following that same suit who are gonna bypass that shit and say nope, and then move straight, like boom, into some new shit that they manifested. And then I got some over here that is just gonna be like straight money, 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 and worry about what they're building. But I think they're gonna definitely become very closed off because there's more connotation to this card. I am getting like a warning for reversal energy to not be too fixed